Mommy and David a piece of
Don't play with your toys, man.
Okay, so well, what happened?
Yesterday?
I don't want you and David to get married.
And she doesn't
First
even
of
know
all,
me.
these are all my grandchildren.
I to ask you how your visit was at Mommy's house. Hey, how was that?
Horrible.
Let me get a hold of David. I'm gonna bust his mother.
You might have Jason, you might have work. I have to find a job. I have to go back to college. I gotta pass my classes and bills and all this and that.
But I did not choose to have a baby at 57.
Jace, the 14-year-old son of former Team On 2 star Jenelle Evans, recently captured headlines for a terrifying ordeal. He was reported missing after fleeing from his turbulent home life. Thankfully, several hours later he was found. However, this incident was just one piece of a much larger, heartbreaking puzzle that has defined Jace's young life. Let's delve into the heart-wrenching situations and complete exploitation of his privacy that he has had to endure. From the moment Jace entered this world, chaos and drama became his constant companions. The very parents who were supposed to shower him with love and care were sadly the first to let him down. Jace's father, Andrew Lewis, seemingly made little effort to be a part of his life. Regrettably, Jenelle proved to be far from a suitable or attentive parent herself. After Jace's birth, she had already reverted to her old habits, consistently leaving him in the care of her mother, Barbara. Her reasons for doing so were as baffling as they were heartbreaking. Jenelle justified her absence by citing her need to focus on her social life or to unwind.
Now, Joan, there's a lot of things that lately I've been really frustrated about. You know, Jace is 9 months old now, and instead of you stepping up, you're getting worse.
I don't feel guilty about going out.
All of the weight of parenting responsibilities fell squarely on Barbara's shoulders. And while her commitment to stepping up was commendable, Jace was still trapped in a profound toxic environment.
Jenelle, can you leave me alone? Or I will leave tonight and you will never see me again.
About to punch a wall.
Stop cursing.
No, I have not smoked all day. I'm about to flip the out.
Smoke what?
Weed! What do you think? I haven't smoked all day long.
Jace had grown so accustomed to the constant turmoil between Jenelle and Barbara that he hardly reacted when his mother would raise her voice in his presence. After Jenelle moved out and relinquished custody to Barbara, her behavior around Jace became even more destructive. Instead of spending quality time with her son, Jenelle was often under the influence of substances or engrossed in her social life, leaving Jace to bear the emotional toll of her absence. Jenelle began prioritizing the transient men who entered and exited her life over her own son's well-being. As Jace grew older, it became increasingly evident that he bore the heavy burden of Jenelle's instability and neglect. Even though Barbara was a presence in his life, she was not always in a healthy state of mind. Barbara's emotional unavailability further exasperated Jace's struggles. He found himself lost when it came to managing his emotions. Jace couldn't depend on anyone to consistently provide nurturing support, especially when he needed it the most.
You won't take care of your baby.
You wouldn't let me anyways.
And you know what? Because it is high. You're both high.
Whenever sadness enveloped him or the cacophony of shouting surrounded him, he resorted to complete disassociation, a trauma-induced response to the turmoil in his life. He seemed to detach from the chaos, opting to zone out rather than to confront the overwhelming emotions. In a poignant scene from the Teen Mom series, Jenelle and Jace were together in a car when she experienced a breakdown, distraught and in tears over the mistreatment from her boyfriend. Jace, who had seldom experienced comfort during his moments of sadness, appeared uncertain about how to respond. As Jenelle sobbed and confided in him about her boyfriend's behavior, Jace, yearning for more of his mother's presence in his life, attempted to console her. The heartbreaking reality was that in his quest for her love and attention, Jace found himself in a role reversal, trying to bring solace to every person who should have been providing it to him. Jenelle's life took a dark turn when she began dating her now husband, David Eason, and it all unraveled before the audience.
Everything I say, you just...
I know, you need to go in the house and don't say nothing. Let me get a hold of David. I'm gonna bust his mother.
Wait,
You guys, please go away, please.
Yeah, sure. What? I'm sorry. What's going on? I don't hear.
I'm trying to talk to David alone. I'm
Okay.
trying to relax, and you guys are in my
All right,
face.
we're gonna leave.
Like, you guys need to leave and leave for the rest of the day.
Okay, so what happened?
Yesterday?
David said, if you don't leave my house, you will be escorted by police. You have 5 minutes before I call.
Guys, if these guys don't move, I'm about to jump out the car and I'm gonna move with my mother self. David, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't be like that, David.
I'm not.
David's behavior, characterized by its unpredictability and danger, played out on TV screens, leaving viewers unsettled. Jace expressed discomfort around David, prompting him to tell Barbara that he didn't want to be in David's presence. Shockingly, Jenelle's response was far from supportive. She insisted that Jace would have to adjust since she planned to marry David. Jace confessed to Jenelle that he opposed the marriage to David, however he quickly retracted his statement, disguising it as a joke.
I don't want you and David to get married.
What?
I'm sure.
This spoke volumes about Jace's sense of safety around David, a sentiment that his mother failed to acknowledge. As Jenelle sought to regain custody of Jace, the situation turned into a nightmare for him. Jenelle aimed for a setup where Jace would live with her, David, and their other children. Unfortunately, her motives appeared dubious, seemingly driven by a desire to salvage her public image rather than prioritizing Jace's well-being. The prospect of living in such a dynamic and potentially unsafe environment seemed far from ideal for the young boy.
So cutie, huh?
Hey, remember you killed the baby chick? Don't shoot him again. Then I'll be so mad.
What?
Hey, you shoot him again, I'll be so mad. Come and find me if you want me.
Girl, you have lost your mind. What are you talking about?
Just so you shoot the baby chick.
Why would you say that?
Because you did.
No, I did not. I'll smack you in the mouth.
Jenelle continued to grapple with her temper, a struggle that reverberated throughout her life. In one striking episode of Teen Mom 2, she and Jace were driving down the highway when another driver abruptly cut in front of her. She accelerated after the other driver and trailed him all the way to his home, intent on confrontation. The situation quickly escalated into a dangerous and chaotic encounter.
I got 3 cameras in my car. They got the whole thing.
Jace, seated in the front passenger seat, was a witness to this harrowing incident. His mother, in an attempt to assert herself, decided to brandish a firearm. However, the situation took a perilous turn when the other driver intentionally rammed her vehicle.
Dude, he just hit my car. Man, he just hit my car. Dude!
Realizing the gravity of the situation, Jenelle called the police. She was visibly distraught, but shockingly, she didn't ask Jace if he was okay.
This guy was trying to, he was trying to block mommy in a dirt road. We turned down a dirt road and this guy was trying to block us. No, he slammed into us. Then mommy just pointed his gun at the guy. And then he said, "You better not shoot."
Later, when she discovered that Jace had disclosed her actions to Barbara, she accused him of lying.
Did you pull the gun out on him? No.
So he's telling me.
No, I didn't, Jace.
What? Oh, yeah.
Why are you telling me that I pulled a gun out on him?
Barbara surprisingly relinquished custody of Jace to Jenelle a few months ago. He moved into Jenelle and David's secluded home where everything seemed fine on the surface. However, the grim reality of Jace's life with Jenelle and David has only recently come to light.
There was some shocking news being released about former Teen Mom 2 star Jace Evans. And the story that broke on TMZ was that he had been reported as a runaway after allegedly running away from school.
As a boy mom, kids can act up and rebel, as I'm sure the majority of us all once did as kids too. The reality star explained her son got into some trouble at school, so she and Jace's stepdad, David Eason, took his phone away.
The traumatic incident occurred when Jace was reported missing after school, mid-August. Instead of heading home with David, he ran away, sending panic through their community. Thankfully, He was located safe a few hours later, but the circumstances surrounding his disappearance raised suspicion.
So y'all really think you know what you're talking about? You want to come on here assuming all kinds of shit about Jace? That's what you're going to do? Because I've been out here running through the fucking woods for 2.5 hours trying to find him. Yeah, I've been sitting down in the air conditioner trying to cool off because I almost had a fucking heat stroke trying to find this kid. You know what they told me? Go home. We have drones. We have helicopters. We have dogs. We have ATVs, dirt bikes. We're going to find him. They told me to go home and make sure he doesn't walk in the door. You know, like he doesn't hitchhike home or something. Then all you stupid f***ers want to come on my post where I'm singing a song a couple of days ago and tell me I need to stop playing on social media? Yeah, how about f***er? I'm the first one that ran after his ass to try to find him. I was the first one. Well, actually the principal was. But me and her ran at the same time. She jumped on a damn golf cart. Like, don't come on here trying to tell me what the f you think is going on. Please. I do all the fucking work around here. I take care of everything around here. And if you think I don't, just because of what somebody might tell you when they're mad, you're fucking wrong. And if you think you can just assume some shit because of an article that you've seen, because Barbara goes on the internet saying something, she don't even know what she's talking about. She don't even know what the f she's talking about. You can't fucking take Barbara's word for it. She's selling articles for money. You gotta pay for your retirement somehow.
Jenelle claimed that Jace had fled because she had taken his phone away. However, Barbara's account of the situation painted a drastically different picture. She revealed that since moving in with his mom, Jace had been struggling. Allegedly, Jenelle canceled his therapy sessions and stopped his ADHD medication, causing considerable concern. Furthermore, Barbara contradicted Jenelle's version of events by disclosing that she had spoken to Jace on the phone the night before he ran away. This was perplexing as Jenelle had implied that Jace hadn't been allowed to have his phone. She also asserted that she had severed communication with Barbara weeks prior, but when the police report surfaced, it became evident that Jenelle had been concealing the truth. According to the police report, authorities located Jace by tracking his Snapchat location on his phone. The web of deception surrounding Jace's situation left everyone questioning the true story behind the troubling incident. In a tense turn of events, Jenelle reached out to authorities when Jace disappeared for the second time in late August. The concern escalated as hours passed without any word from him. Eventually, they located him at a gas station just a mere 10 minutes away from their home. In a statement, this time provided by her manager, Jace's penchant for exploring their vast property with its woods and lakes led him on an adventure that veered too far. As dusk approached, anxiety took hold, prompting Jenelle to make a distressing call to the police. The statement reassured that despite the ordeal, Jace and the rest of the family were, on the surface, doing fine, attempting to quell any alarm that might have arisen from this unsettling episode. Law enforcement rushed to Jenelle's residence on September 28th, responding to an alarming report of 14-year-old Jace gone missing for a third time.
Jace Evans has once again run away from the House of Horrors, you guys. This is his third time running away in the span of about a month.
Y'all, it's been over 24 hours. Jace is still missing.
Jenelle informed officers that her eldest son had clandestinely slipped out of the house through a window, emphasizing that he was without a cell phone during his disappearance. 2 days later, she shared an update with her social media followers, assuring them of Jace's safe return.
I just want privacy for me and my family right now. Jace has been located, he's safe, but that's not the point of this video. I just kind of want to keep my content away from the drama right now, okay? I also want to say I want to get back to making normal content, so if I don't address certain issues, please don't badger me for it. Thank you.
Jace found himself rushed to the hospital, a dramatic turn of events detailed in a Columbus County Police incident report. The chain of events unfolded as Jenelle placed a frantic 911 call around 11:30 p.m. on that fateful Thursday when Jace went missing. In the phone call, Jenelle asserted that she suspected Barbara of concealing Jace. In response, law enforcement was promptly dispatched to Barbara's home, where they determined that Jace was not present. Barbara, in a shocking revelation to the police, unveiled the alleged reason behind Jace's latest escape. She disclosed that Jace had confided in her, claiming that Jenelle's husband, David Eason, had reportedly assaulted him. David is all too familiar with the history of violence and abuse allegations.
911, where's your emergency? My name is Jenelle Eason, and my husband, he just assaulted me, and he pinned me down on the ground, and I think I heard my collarbone crack, and I can't move my arm.
And where is your husband at now?
He is here at the house, and he's been drinking, and I think that he got violent because he was drinking.
What is your husband's name?
David Eason.
Doris told me about an incident today. I can't even recall the details, but you probably should call her and hear a little bit about what happened. She said she was a little concerned. He also said to me on the way home, out of nowhere, he said that I think he called some things stupid, and Ella said that's a bad word. And he said, David says he's going to put soap in my mouth and I'm gonna bubble for a week.
No, he did tell him that one time.
Well, you don't have to be upset, honey.
I'm scared I'm gonna get in trouble when I get over there.
Have you ever been in trouble? Marissa, you need to come on back to realization. Come on back to real life here. When have you ever gotten in trouble that you needed to be scared of? Can you tell me one time you've ever been in trouble that you needed to be scared of? What does being in trouble mean to you at my house? Please tell me. What's that?
Yelling?
What?
Yelling?
Yelling? Have I yelled at you before? I've yelled at you? Or I've gotten a loud tone of voice? Because there's a difference.
I don't know what he's doing now. He just got mad.
These kids are driving me nuts.
Former Teen Mom 2 star Jenelle Evans' husband, David Eason, has confirmed he killed her dog, Nugget.
I guess y'all didn't know. I keep stockpiles of ammunition. Just enough to blow shit into pieces on any given day or situation. Also keep stockpiles and large capacity magazines of everything. I don't know what I don't have stockpile of ammunition for.
David took to Instagram to address and deny the claims. It takes a sick person to spread lies on the internet about a child, he wrote on October 3rd. Then the rest of you are sick for chiming in like you know something because you read their lies. You people really need help. Our kids are in our custody and anything you read is not true.
I want to start out by saying, of course, everything you're seeing in the tabloids isn't all factual. It's crazy that you got TMZ, The Sun, who is it? The Ashley Rowdy Roundup, once again, the three horrible ones, always reporting on these sources that they hear. It's crazy because no one has court papers but me. No one has anything factually printed out on documentation but me. So for all these media outlets trying to stir up shit, trying to scare our family, trying to spread lies, number one, it's false. Number two, you have no documentation and no court papers or anything to prove any of your sources. Number three, I want to give my husband the most support and props that a man can ever have, because he has the most patience I've ever seen out of any human being right now. He is being accused of some horrible, horrible shit that is not true. I was there, my kids were there, everyone was there. You guys have no idea about the details. And you know what's even more crazier about this? Is that the whole topic surrounding this case is my child's mental health. It just makes me really sad, like I said, for David. Because David is like, he's just taking all these punches, rolling with it, not saying shit. And I don't blame him. And I feel really bad for him because my kids adore that man. My kids love that man so much. And no matter what you guys say, it's not gonna change how my children are treated at home, which are treated with the most love and passionate care that they can ever get. So don't come at me for my parenting, because let me tell you, my kids are fine. They are fine. Also, I wanted to mention, don't forget, this has all happened in 2019. Back when I stopped working with MTV and I kept going to court for stupid stuff. Yeah, this was a 3-month case back in 2019. So yeah, if you want to know the truth, our family's actually being protected right now from my son's mental health.
In a recent development, a TikTok user captured a photo of Jace alongside his grandmother Barbara, igniting widespread speculation that Jace may have returned to Barbara's care once more. The question of whether reality TV exploits children online is a matter of ongoing debate. Some argue that reality TV can put children in potentially vulnerable situations, subjecting them to public scrutiny and the pressures of fame at such a young age. Ultimately, it is the responsibility of society, media companies, and regulatory bodies to ensure the safety and well-being of children involved in reality TV. Strong oversight and ethical guidelines are essential to protect their interests. Child exploitation is a deeply distressing issue that involves the abuse, neglect, or harm of society's most vulnerable members, our children. By raising awareness about these issues, we take essential steps to protect children from harm and ensure their well-being. Informed individuals are more likely to recognize the signs and consequences of exploitation, empowering them to report it promptly and effectively, thus preventing further harm. Shining a spotlight on cases of child exploitation, like the one discussed, can lead to legal action and accountability for those responsible. This exposure serves as a powerful deterrent to potential offenders, emphasizing that such heinous acts will not go unnoticed or unpunished. Above all, it is our moral duty to safeguard the well-being of children. Drawing attention to child exploitation is a profound commitment to ethical principles that prioritize the welfare of our children. In doing so, we take a stand to protect them from harm and to create a safer world for all.